Grand Rising Kings and Queens, and happy Tuesday to all of you smarties out there in the smart community. My name is Leah Laverne. I am one of the leaders here in the Smart Systems community. Ooh. Okay, there we go. I am one of the leaders here in the Smart Systems community, and I'm super excited to be back with you all again on this beautiful Tuesday afternoon to chat with you and to get you excited about your Tuesday. Yeah, I would definitely want to say happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there from this past Sunday. I know I really enjoyed my time with my kids. We went to Six Flags and we had a really good day. So I definitely want to shout out to all the moms out there, all the parents out there who are really working to build something that you can leave with your family, something that is everlasting, something that you don't have to show up every single day for, but it still works in your favor, whether you're working hard, you're spending time with your family, or you're just traveling the world creating new experiences. So shout out to all of you out there who are working to do something just like that. And with this past Mother's Day coming by, I've been doing a lot of reflecting and just over my business, over my life, over our community. And one thing that really has been jumping out to me over these last few days was inspiration. And what inspires you? What motivates you? What really gets you excited or anxious even to go out there and to do what it is that we're doing here, which is working smarter, not harder. We're building systems that can work for us. What are those things and how do you get inspired? I know for me, one of my biggest things is my children, are my children. I talk about them all the time. I mention them, you all see them. And my children really inspire me to keep going, to learn more, to grow more, to do more. And thinking about inspiration, it led me down the thought process of purpose. What is my purpose? Is it my purpose to just be a mother and to teach my children what it is that my parents weren't able to teach me? What is it, just to inspire them to chase their dreams and to do more? Or if not only to teach my children, but my entire family, my sisters, my brothers, my cousins, my aunts, my uncles, even my grandparents. And when I was doing my morning reflection and I did my morning coaching, it really, what she talked about in the video was inspiration, or I'm sorry, purpose. And purpose isn't something that you're going to find outside of you. Purpose is something that already lives inside of you. And it's up to you to dig deep and to go and reveal to yourself what your purpose is. A lot of people are like, oh my gosh, my purpose is just going to come to me one day. I'm just going to be hid and I'm just going to find my purpose. Your purpose isn't something that you find. Your purpose is something that you reveal, that you uncover, that you have to dig deep within yourself to find your purpose, or even dig, but just get rid of those layers, all those fears, all those doubts, all those, questions that, am I good enough? Can I do this? Is this right for me? Is this something I'm supposed to be doing? When you put all of those things aside and you really dig deep, then you will discover your purpose, and you'll discover that your purpose was there all along. Your purpose was always inside of you. Your purpose is something that really you're born with, and through your trials and tribulations, through your struggles, through your hardest times, through your biggest obstacles, despite all of those things, despite your own self-doubt, despite your own negative self-talk, your purpose still lives within inside of you. And as you continue to go through your life and you're wondering, why me? And oh my gosh, I'm a good person and these things are happening to me, or I pray and I serve my God, or whichever God you serve or don't serve, when you're just wondering, well, why me? Why me? That is where your purpose is revealed to you. And through those trials and through those tribulations, that's where you're going to find your peace. That's where you're going to find your happiness. That's where you're going to find your joy, because we all go through trials and tribulations. We all have obstacles. We all lose family members. The rich man has to experience death and loss the same way that the poor man has to experience death and loss. But what sets them apart is the lessons that you learn from that loss, the lesson that you learn from the death or from the obstacle or the trials or the tribulations. And are you learning? Or are you just wallowing? Are you sitting back and being like, it's always me, bad things always happen to me, I don't understand why, even though when I try to do right, more bad things happen? That's because you are on the path to discovering what your true purpose is. You are on the path to discovering your true strength. You are on the path to discovering what it is that really set you apart from everybody out in the world. We are all uniquely us. We are all unique individuals, which means that none of us live the same life. None of us walk the same path. None of us have the same journey. There will never be another you in this world ever, ever. And the things that you went through in the time that they happened in the places with those people, that will never happen again. That's what makes you uniquely you. And in those times, those trials and those tribulations, that's where you can discover your greatest strengths, your biggest powers, your inspiration, your purpose. So, kings and queens, as you go out there today and you deal with maybe bad weather, you deal with traffic, you deal with life, remember that you only get one life. And this life that you're living, it's up to you to make the best of it or to struggle through. It's up to you to see the bright side or wallow in the bad. It's up to you to learn a lesson, right? To learn a lesson or suffer a loss. They're both L's. It's up to you what comes after. So, like I said, when it comes to really discovering your purpose, not that you need to enjoy those tough times, but learn from them. Learn from them. For me, you all, a lot of you have been following my journey. A lot of you have seen, my life and what goes on. And yeah, I've been through it. I've lost a number of family members well before their time, which means before the age of even 25. My little cousins, some of my cousins who were raised like siblings to me. You know that I've suffered from anxiety and depression, which really put me, and a lot of people are like, well, everybody has anxiety. Everybody's depressed these days. But everybody's depression and anxiety is different. And for me, I would have random panic attacks in the grocery store. I would have panic attacks just out of the blue when some of the times where I thought I was supposed to be having the best time ever, I'm suffering an anxiety attack because of my fear of control or my fear of lack of control. And all of those things, they really took me down a bad path where I suffered from alcoholism, where I overdrank, where I was kidnapped. It's all of those things, they lead up to a big moment in your life. And when you come to that moment, you have to decide if you're going to continue going down the dark side or if you're going to wake up, take responsibility, and decide that you want more, that you want better, that my siblings and my family, they will never experience what I experienced. They will never go through what I went through. And it's crazy because all of those things led me to my purpose, which is to teach, which is to share, which is to show how I have overcome what I had to deal with, which are all of these crazy things, right? all of these crazy things. And yet and still, I find a reason to smile. And yet and still, I find the strength to share my story. I find the strength to continue to show you all of the dark sides of me, the sad sides of me, so that you can learn, so that you can take these and you too can go out there and discover your purpose in that darkness. Discover your light, in that dark place. But you have to act. And I say this on a lot of my videos. I know y'all watch Afia and she says it. And I know you see some of the other leaders and we say it all the time, but you have to act. You can't just sit around. You can't just wait for it to come to you. It is a purposeful action that leads you to the place where you can live your dreams, or you can live your dream life, y'all. Now I'm with my children. As much as I said I wanted to be with my children, and I know sometimes I struggle. I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't know how to balance this work from home mom and this work from home employee or business owner. I don't know how to balance, but it's what I asked for. This is what I wanted. This is what I prayed for. This is what I worked for. And because of that, I get to live it. I get to travel once a month, twice a month. I get to take my children on trips with me. We get to go out and do fun things. We don't have to sit around and live in this fear and negative society that is built around us. But instead, we can go out and we can spread joy and we can spread love and we can show people that you're the only thing that's standing in your way. You and your negative self-beliefs, you and your self-doubts, you and your procrastination. You're the only thing standing in your way. And as soon as you stop standing in your way, then you will see the universe will open up to you. It will reveal everything that you want. It will be revealed to you. But you have to get out of your own way. You have to want to discover your purpose. You have to want to discover your passion. And then after that wanting and that longing, then you have to actually get out there and go for it. Go discover it. Stop letting all the negative and all the bad stop you and say, I'm going to do it because of me. Okay, I'm going to do it despite. All right. So kings and queens, I want to thank you so much for joining me again on another midday motivational call. As you all know, we're super excited. We're gearing up for our next mastermind. Vegas is coming soon. Ooh, yeah. So if you want to come and link up with us in person in Las Vegas this June, which is only a few short weeks away, go ahead and get your mastermind tickets, which you can find on the Smart Systems website. Go ahead and get those mastermind tickets. Come plug in with us and come have these self-discoveries with us live and in person. That way you can get all of the information. You can meet the mentors, meet more like-minded people. We always have a lot of amazing things for all of our members when they come to our masterminds. So come see us in Vegas. And like always, you can come get your Smart Systems gear on the smartsystems.club. And you definitely can come and schedule your wealth call with me or another Smart Systems leader on the smartsystems.club. So thanks a lot, moguls. You all have a great day. And until next time, remember to continue to work smarter, not harder. Bye.